Thomas Sawyer with ThomasSawyerChannel, and today we have.
Hi, beauties. Ingrid H. Turner with IngridTurner.com. Thank you, Thomas. I am so happy to be here.
You're more than welcome. Guys, just give us a few minutes. We still have openings. We have one person on the feed. It is $35 donation. I'm going to share out as well as put all this into order. So let me pop up this. And for anyone watching, this is not copyrighted music. Mofo. Thank you. We will be back. See if I play this. If it'll play. My screen keeps freezing. Oh, it's still working. Okay. Ingrid, can you see anything, or are we still just sitting here?
I see cosmic divine readings and healings, but I can hear you.
Okay. I'm trying. Is it doing that? Okay. Whatever. Here we go. Hello, everyone. We are back. My name is Thomas Sawyer with ThomasSawyerChannel, and today we have.
Hi, Ingrid H. Turner with IngridTurner.com. Doing it.
So I'm going to check, guys. We still have openings available. Universal healings and readings. And I have to check with PayPal. So how you doing, Ingrid, while I'm checking all this?
I'm doing amazing. I made it to sort of halfway between Memphis and Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing pretty good. Found myself a good spot with good internet. So we get together today. Makes me very happy. I've been in my car the last couple of times we've done this, which has been great. I have a great setup in there, but this is nicer.
272. Where are you at right now?
Between Memphis and Nashville.
Okay. Just getting into this real fast. There we go. Okay, there we go.
Making my way towards you.
Yeah, towards me.
We have like around this way.
Yeah, we have something planned soon.
We have a thing that we're not talking about yet.
Not talking about. You don't tell people your plans until you've already done them.
That is correct. Don't say a word.
That's going to be groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking.
Anyway, so we're starting out, guys. We still have openings, Cosmic Divine, Universal Healings and Readings. And first up, we have the amazing Misty Soto Cruz.
Hi, amazing Misty. Soto Cruz. Nice to tap into your energy. You want me to go first, Thomas?
Yes.
All right.
Got a picture of a doggy.
Cool. All right. Just feeling into you, sweet one. So I feel a lot of energy in the third eye, and I feel a lot of energy in the throat. I don't think we've tapped into each other yet, Misty. So let me just get a sense of your energy. Okay. Okay. And I feel energy in the power center as well. I feel a lot of sweetness in you, Misty. I feel a lot of sweetness in you. I feel like you are, the word that's coming to me is astute. I feel like your perception is, you have a really unique and interesting way of viewing the world. Well, your perception is interesting, it's unique, and it's not wrong, and it's not bad. And Spirit is telling me you could use some more appreciation of the unique perception that you have of the world, and speak up about it, share about it, have more confidence in sharing about how you see the world. And it's like the way I'm seeing is like, if everybody else is seeing something head on, you're able to see it head on, but you're also kind of able to bend your perception and look at it on like different sides, right? And that's really a gift that you have. And I feel like you probably found that you have been, that hasn't been appreciated by people around you in the past. And you've kind of felt like maybe kind of stupid or like, not unsure of yourself. But that seeing like different sides of a situation like that ability to see kind of like around situations in a way that most people don't allow themselves to or are not able to, that's really a gift. And Spirit is asking you to start to speak up and share your perceptions and share what you're seeing. Have more confidence in yourself, have more confidence about what you're seeing, because it's going to really kind of wow people who are in your life now, because you're in a different part of your life now than you were when you were voicing these things before and not getting the positive feedback that you wanted. Now you're going to get more positive feedback. And I'm really feeling pain in the middle of my back, right across from the power center. So I feel like that's about your self-confidence. I feel that's like, oh, I don't have the confidence to do that, to speak up and really speak to the way that you see things. You just bring things through and you see things in a really unique and interesting way. You're seeing more sides of it than most people. So Spirit is asking you to work on that confidence and to speak up more and to share more about what you're seeing in the world and how you're seeing it, with the people who you love. I'm getting particularly like a masculine presence, and it feels like it's either a friend or a lover, or it could be like a friend moving into a lover scenario. It feels like maybe this energy is what's going to bring in the right partner or transform your relationships so that they really feed you. It feels like you need to be able to communicate with people in this capacity, with what you're seeing, with what you're perceiving. And it'll make you happier in your relationships if you speak up, because you will attract the people who want that from you. So that feels pretty good. Let me pull some cards now and see if anything else wants. Whoop. Okay, so we had these cards fly out. Yep. Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups, the King of Pentacles, Father of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Eight of Pentacles. And basically what I'm seeing here is this is going to take some work, but it will be so worth it. I love the Father of Pentacles because that masculine energy that I was pulling in, like there's something for you in your relationships with the masculine that's really going to improve and expand if you can do the inner work, do the healing work, and start talking about the way that you're perceiving the world, the way that you understand the world. It's really a gift, and Spirit is asking you to start really taking steps towards doing that healing work to heal that self-confidence so that you can bring that out into the world, and attract to you really sweet relationships with masculine energies in your life, particularly with the masculine. Okay, over to you, Thomas.
Misty. The world needs rebels. I understand that, because when I'm seeing, as soon as I tapped into your energy, I'm seeing a multi-headed alien. I know that's not really in your purview, my guides are saying, but something I'm seeing that you're somehow connected with. So what they're showing me essentially is it's an alien that's seeing in all, like, it's 5 different directions. So you're seeing a situation and situations around you where before people were questioning how you thought about things, and that kind of made you not voice your opinion, as Ingrid said. Now it's time for you to voice your opinion. Not ruthlessly, but you see things in different ways. You've got a lot of help from the higher realms, especially ancestors. They're all around you right now. There's a bunch of ancestors around you. They're ancestor spirits. They come in and help us when we need help. They would just want you to know they're there. I have a feeling you're seeing, or you felt at least, but I think you're actually seeing people that have passed over. This is a gift that people need, my guides are saying. So if you are starting to see this, you may want to try to communicate with them. You're saying it's as simple as finding a medium teacher or a book or someone that teaches mediumship. What else? There's a major breakthrough about to happen for you, but it's depending on what you do, they're saying. I'm coming in a little masculine there, I apologize. So it's depending. We all have these things right over the horizon if we're willing to do the work to get there. So they're talking about what Ingrid said, doing the inner work, also looking at your self-perception of how you feel about you. I'm just going to channel. There comes a point when you literally have to stop giving a fuck about what anybody else thinks. They're not living your life. They're not you. And you know what's right for you. And I feel like this may go into your relationship or something of that nature, I'm hearing. But you know what's right for you, and that's all that matters, is what's right for you. They're coming in very strong. There's a lot of dragon energy in this. So apparently you can work with dragons as well, too. You can look into that. But I need to do some healing on you, Misty. So help me out. Dragon. Now, say I accept, Misty. Now, heart chakra. Misty, you really need to try to connect with the dragons. I don't know how you can do this. I feel like you can do this instinctively if you just set the intention in meditation to connect with dragons, because they really want me to talk dragon right now. And it's not something I normally do on camera, so I'm not comfortable with it. But there is a major connection between you and dragons. And fire. Thank you. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Misty.
I saw the color maroon when you were talking about dragons, like a maroon dragon.
Very exciting. Maroon dragon. I don't know what kind of dragon, but yeah, there's a realm of dragons, Misty. There's a lot of realms of dragons I'm hearing, but you can get into them. I'm being reminded of this. Years ago, I had a client. I took them to the realm of dragons, and they talked to a dragon king. Like sometimes there's fairy kings and elf kings and stuff. Yeah, you can talk to one of them. They're saying you got plenty you can talk to. You have a connection with them. Next up, we have, guys, we still have openings. It is universal readings and healings. And next up, we have Robert or Bob Becker.
Bob. Hi, Bob. Okay, beautiful, Bob. Okay, interesting. I started feeling you like right away. And what I'm feeling right now is like across from my heart chakra in my back. I'm feeling a lot. I'm feeling energy in the back, and I'm feeling like a weakness in my body. Like all the energy is drained out of my body. And I'm unsure how to interpret what I'm feeling, but my whole body just feels like that. It feels like it could either be like a physically ill or like heartbroken is what I'm getting. It's like, maybe it's both of those things, but I'm really feeling this just boom, this stab in the back is the thing that I'm getting, like stab in the back, like right across from the heart. And I feel like I see a lot of water, which I'm equating to emotions, of course. And I'm not really getting a full, complete picture and like interpretation of what I'm getting, except there's just a lot going on with your energy. And I feel like what I am getting is whatever you're going through right now, whatever you're experiencing, you need to just relax into it. You need to just let go. You need to let go. And I just I see you as like this solid human. And then I see you let go and I see you turn to water and just whoosh, kind of flush away. And that feels like that's scary, but the letting go, like it's the anticipation of letting go that is scary. Once you actually let go, you're going to be able to move through this situation that you're in, and you'll get to the other side and it'll be less tumultuous for you if you can get to that place where you can just let go. I feel like maybe like I might be like maybe a shock or something. It's a very interesting and sort of intense feeling in my body, and it feels like it feels like it could be emotional or physical. I'm sorry, I just don't know what it is, but it feels like it's a lot going on with you right now. So you just need to surrender to what your body is doing, what your emotions are doing. Let yourself have it. Okay, I just shuffling the cards, and the Six of Wands with the Nine of Cups jumped out. Though those are nice cards. Let me pull a few more. Just anchor in this message, see if we can get a better understanding of what's going on here for you. Okay. Yeah, I feel like something shocked you. Even just looking at the cards, I mean, the cards aren't even really telling me a whole lot, except that there's the Six of Cups here, which is childhood stuff. So childhood trauma could be coming up for you. And then you have the Six of Swords, which is about reevaluating your thinking about something. And then two sixes coming together talks about self-love. That's what multiple sixes means, is learning how to love yourself. And then you have really good like pentacles, you know, this, you have a good solid foundation. So everything is fine. I just feel like you've been shocked by something. I think that's what I'm coming to, is something has just shocked the hell out of you, and you're going to be fine. And you just need to surrender to it and let go, become like water, as Bruce Lee would say, and take the form, you know, just take the shape of whatever is showing up for you. And this too shall pass. It's also, I feel energy in the power center, and I feel an expansion in the power center as I'm feeling into you surrendering and letting go to this process. I feel the power center expanding. I feel your confidence expanding, your confidence in yourself. And I also feel your insight, your perception, your understanding of like the world at large, and your place in it and your role in it and what you're capable of. I feel that expanding greatly as you move through this process as well. So this is not a bad thing, although it may be a difficult thing that you're going through. It's not a bad thing. It's ultimately leading you to expansion, which you've really been needing. You've been needing to expand into this new version, this new you know, this really stepping into your gifts and your power. And this is pushing you towards that. And the hardest thing you're going to have to do is let go. Just surrender to it and become like water. Just flush it is what I just get, this sort of flushing. I don't know. Got a lot of stuff going on there, Bob. So I hope that's helpful for you. And I'm going to pass it over to Thomas and take it away.
Bob, I know as men it's hard to express emotion. As soon as I tapped into your energy, I'm seeing a man, he's crouched over, he's crying. This could be your inner child too. But I'm saying lean into this. Lean into the pain. Lean into the emotion. So as a Cancer, every emotion is beautiful to me. Rage, sadness, love, it's all beautiful. It's all in, Cancers are very emotional people. Doesn't mean that we can always break though, but I'm feeling like that's part of, not actually your breaking, but I feel like through your breaking, going through this process right now of you moving out of this older energy, I'm hearing that you're in, you're breaking the pattern of what you thought reality was for you. I'm seeing a woman here. I don't know if she's somehow agreed to come into your life and play this game with you, because sometimes it's a game where she played some other game. I don't know, but I keep seeing a woman. Anyways, lean into that pain, because that's where you're going to find your power. The power is the solar plexus chakra. That's willpower. That's power. My guides say that's raw power. Also, a bit of your sacral, which is your emotional chakra. I'm just going to channel a bit. We can help you tap into those energies. We can help fine tune those for you, but I feel like there's something you're not looking at that you're running away from. Maybe there's some substances involved. Nothing wrong with that. But I feel like you just need to get away for a couple days by yourself. Think, they're saying, think about what it is you want. You can manifest whatever you want into your world, they're saying. But look at the emotions and what's holding you back. That is the key. And I just see key floating in the air. I know it's hard, man, as a guy. I get it. It's hard. It's hard to express emotions. It's hard. But we feel them, my guides are saying, and you feel them. I feel them. Every dude on here feels them. But we just don't like expressing them. We don't like looking like we're weak. But that's where our power lies. That wasn't even me talking for the last really at all. Okay, anyways, so I don't know who that was talking. But anyways, okay, so sacral chakra, tap me in. Say I accept, Bob, by the way. Thank you. Sacral solar plexus open, release, recalibrate, light. Only him. Thank you. Bring in dragon magic energy. Thank you. And move into throat chakra, open, release, recalibrate, light. Move into heart chakra, open, release, recalibrate, light. Move into root, open, release, recalibrate, light. I'm doing this much faster than I would in a session. And dragon fire. Okay. They're removing, the dragon fire is removing some cords that are attached to you. Some of this is from like 15 years ago. It's just old emotional bullshit that you don't need anymore. You're going to start to feel lighter over the next 2 days. These are like energetic cords that were attached to you somewhere in your childhood, I'm hearing. Teenage years, childhood, bullshit, they're saying. Bullshit. Mother wounds. They're removing it. They're like, bullshit, get this out of here. Thank you, Bob. We still have openings, Ada. Tammy, there is a link in StreamYard, and there is also a link on Facebook. Yeah. But thank you, Bob, for being here. And we're going to move on. And just message me, sir, if you have any questions. You got my personal profile. I feel like you might. So just message me if you run into any issues. I'm here if you need me, they're saying. So you're more than welcome, Bob. And there we go. Just let me double check this. Okay. Next up, we have Gail Voigt.
Hey, Gail. Okay, I'm going in. Oh, that's interesting. I just felt like I had all these cobwebs all over my head, and I was trying to shake them away. And like, oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? Here's what I'm getting is I'm getting this cobwebs like visual experience here, and then I feel a lot of tension in my shoulders. So that's resistance, right? That's like tension and anxiety. And I feel like you are moving into some uncharted territory, Gail, within yourself, and this is a really, really good thing, because this is what you've been encouraged to do, week after week, is to move into this uncharted territory, to get uncomfortable and to start to know yourself more, to bring yourself out into the world more. And I feel like I just kind of see you in this like sort of forgotten room with all these cobwebs, and there's all these boxes everywhere that I'm seeing, the trunks, and so your job is to go and look in each of those trunks and see what's in there and see if there's anything of value inside. And this is like the inner work, the inner job that you're doing. And the card that is flying out of the deck right now is the Hanged Man. This is a spiritual journey. You're on a spiritual inward journey. It means that the outside is going to pause for a minute. Okay, just going to put a pin in things, right? So I wouldn't expect a whole lot of manifestations to be occurring in your life right now on the outside, because you're doing the excavating on the inside. And I just keep seeing you open trunk after trunk after trunk. And some of those trunks are going to have things that are really valuable and precious, and you can take and apply to your life and make your life better, and, you know, help you become more of the beautiful, radiant human that you naturally are. And some things are going to be absolute garbage, and you're going to light them on fire. And you're going to have no use for the crap that's in those trunks. And this is about sifting and sorting your beliefs, your conditioning, what it is that you have taken on as your identity that is not who you really are. This is a really powerful time for you to be moving through this process. Please, like, take your time and be gentle with yourself. Go slow. You do not need to rush through this, nor should you. You will be taken care of in all the ways you need to be taken care of, or all your needs will be met. But this is not the time to be manifesting the big things in your life, because you're going in deep, and you're ready to go in deep. And, you know, it takes a lot of work to become ready to go in this deep. All right, I got the Hierophant, whoa, Judgment, the World, and the Ten of Cups. What you find is going to just make your life so much better. It's going to change your life for the better. Keep going. Follow the paths, the teachers who you trust. Follow the guidance that you trust, and keep going. You're wrapping up a cycle of nonsense and moving into a cycle of enlightenment. This feels like a very big deal for you, honey, and I could not be happier for you. You got this.
Gail, so when you look at spirit, you look at how I say the road to becoming a master, which me and Ingrid are not masters. I guess some people would say we are, but we probably don't think we are. But the point is that you got to look at it like you have the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, and the physical. It's like 4 directions. All 4 of these have to be worked on. And this is what I'm hearing about you going internal. It's really looking at those things and seeing how they work. So they're different. There are 4 layers in your auric field. There's a bunch of layers in your auric field. You have that mental body, the emotional body, the physical body, the spiritual body. They need to work in tandem. This is something I'm seeing a lot in the spiritual scene lately. People that are really elevated in one level but not elevated in another, and it can cause some issues in their energy sometimes. Nothing too crazy, but it's like with anything. If you're, I'll use something that I would understand. If you were an MMA fighter and you were excellent at fighting, but you weren't excellent at game planning a fight, you would probably lose. So you have to have the emotional and the mental and the planning down. That may not be the right analogy they're saying, but it's what I understand. So with you taking the next step, I feel like you need to sit down and really write down what it is you need to look at and move into those different areas. But they're going to say it again. You need to start a group. You need to just start it. Like, there's a lot of things I'm just starting to do. And it's just starting it, starts the ball rolling. Like, start a group of people, do a meetup, do a Facebook group, find people in your area, your friend, whatever. Just start something. They're saying, start something. And let me move into the energy here. Okay. Golden ray. Purple. Oh, thank you. Dragon rays. Now. Akushikashi wa fukara. Now. And here, recalibrate light. You're right on the verge. They're saying just keep pushing. Gently, but push. What you want is right in front of you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Gil. Hello, Jose, you mofo. Glad you're on the feed. And I'm just being crazy. Let me double check what the feed here. Next up, we have Mark Shoemaker.
Hi, Mark. Okay. Okay, let's see. I like your energy. It's very it kind of feels like a little bit of like screw around and find out, as well as a little irreverence, a little like there's some confidence in there that I like. It's just you're pretty go with the flow. Like I get a swaying kind of energy. Like okay, you can kind of move, roll with the punches, so to speak. Like that's kind of the energy that I'm getting, and that's nice. Let's see what Spirit has for you now that I'm feeling tapped in. So I feel a lot of energy in my heart, and I feel an expansion in my chest. And then I had the two cards that fly out of the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. And the bottom of the deck is the Devil. So here's what I'm getting. It feels to me like you're expanding in your heart, and it's scaring the living bejesus out of you. Like it is not comfortable. Heart expansions are not always comfortable because a heart expansion is an experience of love. And oftentimes the heart expands when we are pointed in the direction of our power, of our gifts, of our manifesting ourselves most fully in our gifts in this lifetime. And the ego will come in and it will sabotage that so fast, so fast. I also feel... So that's what I feel like is going on with you. I feel like your heart is expanding and you're starting to really get in touch with the core of who you are, the love that makes up Mark Shoemaker. And your mind and ego is coming in and going to work on you. You have anxiety and you have paranoia and you have shadow stuff coming up. And that is really normal. And whenever we are about to expand into our highest expression, to push the edges of our comfort zone and become the best version of ourselves available in this moment, that is when the big fear shows up. We get really scared. All of us do. None of us are immune to this. And that big fear that shows up, if you can stay present with the terror, with the fear, with the stories, with everything in your head telling you that, you know, it's wrong, go back to what's comfortable, don't do this, don't stay where you are, panic, whatever it is that is trying to tell you to do, if you could just stay present with that and not take action based on fear, you will expand through that fear and you will poof, come out the other side and you will expand your frequency. All right. You will become the next best iteration of Mark. And this cycle will continue, of course, throughout your life, because that's what we do. We're always constantly expanding. But this is something that you're a comfort zone that you're busting through, and everything in your mind, your shadow, your ego is coming in full force. And the reason that this happens is because we are conditioned to put the ego in charge. The ego doesn't do well when it's in charge. It's way above its pay grade there. So you have to keep dropping into the heart. You have to keep expanding the heart and trusting moment to moment to moment in the expansion, and allow yourself to move through the fear. If you do that, everything's going to shift for you. Everything's going to kind of break open and fall into place for you. Your option is to contract back into the fear, to start getting like grabby and graspy and moving into what feels safe, what the devil that you know, so to speak. That is an option for you. Please don't do that. Please remember, Spirit is coming through and telling you, just hold strong. Hold strong just a little bit longer. This pressure is just going to last a little bit longer, and then you're going to break through, and it will all be worth it. And you will look back and you will realize, oh, that was all in my head. That wasn't real. That fear wasn't real. Okay, so hold strong, my dear. You got this. You are so close. You are so close. Over to you, Thomas.
Mark used to be a black magician. We've all had these lifetimes. I'm saying, my guides are saying it's something that you should embrace, is a little bit more of your darkness. We all have darkness within us. New Age spirituality has taught us that everything is love and light. Shit ain't true. Sometimes we've got to embrace that rage within us, I'm hearing. and make amends with it. That didn't come from me. Make amends with the rage within you. You also were some kind of priest in Egypt. They're showing me this, a snake-headed staff. Looks very pharaohish, but it's not pharaoh. You've had all these past lifetimes. You can tap back into this energy. I feel like you're going to be moving into it in the next, what's up, Mr. Dragon? The next 3 to 6 months, he says. Just keep going with what you're going. And this is what I'm seeing. So right now, it's just rest and restore your energy. So this is what you're moving into, is going beyond normal. Yeah. All these are ideas. They're all ideas that could turn into the big idea. They just want me to show you the light. They can all turn into the big idea. They're all a big idea. And the idea may not be socially accepted by everyone, but it doesn't fucking matter what other people think anyways. So unless you care about them or care about what they think. But yeah, just do that. I need a bit of energy work for you. There's some fractals floating out there I need to find. So give me a second. What I'm doing, guys, for those who are watching, just for Mark, guides, and higher self, thank you, is that he has some soul fractals. A lot of people have these. I'm just going to pull a few of them back, clear them out, bring them back to you, Mark. Just say, I accept. They're from other lifetimes. And bring them in. Clear. And now. Just Mark. Thank you. Clear. Light. Golden ray. Mark, I would highly recommend you getting a QHHT session to go back to when you were a druid. There's some answers there. It's some kind of druidy lifetime is what I'm saying. Yeah. Yes. I'm just looking at the comments. Thank you, Mark. Next up, we have... Let's see. We still have openings, guys. Next up, we have Tammy Wilson.
Hey, Tammy. Don't know why I said your name twice. Okay. All right, feeling tons of pressure in my head. A lot of pressure in my head. And I'm feeling a tense energy in my body, especially my upper body, not so much in my lower body. Feels like you have a lot of stress. I want to clench my teeth. I feel a lot of tension in my jaws. I feel tension in my head. I feel like you have a lot of stress right now. Like you've got a lot that you're dealing with, a lot that you're trying to manage. And what's really going to help you right now is getting grounded. You've got to get the energy down into your lower chakras. So here's a trick that I use with my clients when the energy is all balled up here and they're just really in their head. And it feels like that's a lot of what's going on for you, is when you take a breath, just after every exhale, pull that energy down through your chakras. Just pull it all the way down, pull it down, pull it down. Let it redistribute down through your chakras, all the way down to your root chakra. Get outside, slow yourself down. I know you think you need to go at breakneck speed. I can feel the frenetic energy. You think you need to go really fast and you can't stop. You don't possibly have time to stop, but that is exactly when you need to stop and you need to slow yourself down. You got to get outside. You got to get your feet on the ground. You got to get your feet in the dirt, on the grass, wherever it is. You've got to just carve out some time in your insane schedule and all the people who need all the things from you. You got to carve it out and give yourself at least an hour where it's just you and you're slowing down and you're breathing, preferably in nature. Give that to yourself and you will find that you're much better able to manage the craziness that's coming up in your life right now. I do feel like this craziness is just here and you just got to go through it. But what's really going to help you is slowing down for like an hour, giving yourself that time and getting grounded in so that you can more effectively manage all the moving parts and all the players that you're having to manage right now. Because when your energy's all up here and in your head and you have all this stress and tension in your head, your executive functions are not good, and your executive functions need to be good. And the way your executive functions become good is you slow down, you give yourself time to slow down and get still, get grounded, give yourself a chance to breathe, and then move into the intensity of your life right now with a solid grounded root chakra. Okay, really focusing on the root chakra. So that's important for you right now. I feel like maybe this, like there's kids involved, or like there's an energy of like, you know, things you got to take care of and people you got to take care of. And this is non-negotiable. This doesn't really feel to me like things you can just flit away and drop off from, and that's okay. But also what I'm getting is this isn't going to last forever. This is pretty short term. This craziness is short term. And while you're going through it, you need to schedule in time for yourself to slow down, to get grounded, so that you can think effectively and manage effectively, because you're in an absolute management position right now. So let me pull some cards for you now that that's all said and done. Come on now. Ten of Cups, Hanged Man, Eight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah. So Ace of Cups reiterates, take time for yourself. Very, very important. Also, make sure you're getting the help you need, because there are people who can help you. Make sure you ask for it, not ask, delegate. Okay. You're the boss. You're the executive here. You need to delegate, and delegate more effectively. This is also an indication to pause, slow down, take some time for yourself, make sure that you're seeing the situation from all angles. But ultimately, this feels like a happy situation. Like, again, I feel like it maybe has to do with family or kids or something like that. There's just craziness going on. But it's all good. Like, there's nothing bad happening here. But in order to help you better manage it, you need to take care of yourself better. And that's how Spirit is saying to take care of yourself in this situation. Okay? There we go. Over to you, Thomas.
Tammy, they're going to have me say the exact same things Ingrid just said. It's important right now that you get a lot of water. And that you get some stretching too, I'm saying. You've got energy that's getting stuck in your lower extremities. I think you're having maybe some blood pressure issues, I'm hearing. It's diet plays a role, but they're saying exercise plays a bigger role. And this would be very good for you to start doing some kind of movement-based exercise. It's going to help you further tap into the energy. Something like Tai Chi, it's simple. Or Tai Chi, Qigong, they're very simple. You sit in a stance, or even yoga, they're saying. What I'm seeing is you running around helping everyone else like in a circle, but you're not worried about you. That shit needs to stop, they're saying. Needs to stop now. This is about you. Even though you have to help other people, I understand that. But you have to help yourself first. This is the key. The rest of the world will wait. Yeah. So anyways, let me do some energy work. Fuck, it's an archangel. Okay. Sorry, I'm just pulling archangel energy. Say I accept, Tammy. There. Okay, thank you. Next up, I think, let me check. Lorena Longo, stop reading for other people on my feed, please. If you don't mind. Without me being an a-hole.
Yeah, can we talk a minute about permission?
Yeah.
That's really important. So when you're paying for a reading, donating for a reading to me and Thomas, you're giving us permission, energetic permission. And you'll notice that sometimes we will ask for more permission when we're tuning in because we can feel like the energy is closed off. And that is okay. And that is your right. And it is not okay to jump on feeds or to do readings for people without their permission. It's just not okay. It's a complete invasion of someone's energetic privacy. And not everybody is as protected as they need to be. So if you're a reader out there, that's great. Love your intuitive gifts and trust them as you need them for you, as the universe is giving you that information. But please don't tune into other people without their permission. Not me, not Thomas, not anybody else on the feed who we're reading for. That's really not okay.
My guides are saying they will literally bitch slap you.
Oh, yeah, we don't want guides being bitch slapped from guides. Nobody wants that for anybody.
Yeah. Anyway, Michael's all jumping around. Anyways, okay. So yeah, they say you've been warned. Michael, Archangel Michael says it. So just know, it's not a big deal, dear. It's okay. Next up we have Ada Kelly.
Ada. Ada, I just want to say I've really been enjoying your energy lately. Thank you. I feel like you've been really sharing it, and it's been really nice. Okay. I'm feeling the crown chakra all a tingle. And that crown chakra, when I feel the crown chakra tingling, when I feel that for myself, it's like, oh, I'm plugged into the spirit socket. And I'm feeling that for you. And again, I'm feeling a lot of energy up here in the higher chakras. I'm feeling a lot of focus on the crown chakra. I'm feeling a lot in the heart chakra. I'm feeling a lot in the throat chakra. It feels like really an opening. I feel like you are starting to relax into your gifts. And that is excellent. I think I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. You really need to ground in. The more grounded you are as you really get really comfortable and open up to spirit more and more and more. And we're always, opening up more and more and more to spirit. The more grounded you get, the more impactful your messages are from spirit, the more you clearly and concretely you're able to receive spirit, and the more you're able to put it into practice in your life. As you're receiving downloads, healings, and information from spirit. Energy is way up right now. Yep. Woo. So go ahead and ground yourself in, and know that when you ground yourself in, when your energy is that high, it's going to just really add potency and impact to what you're receiving from divine spirit. And I want to say, after my spiritual awakening 10 years ago, it took me my energy was doing that all the time too. I was terrible at ground. It took me a year or more to get fully grounded. But it was only when I got fully grounded that I was able to turn around and truly be of service with these incredible gifts that had opened up for me. So I encourage that for you. I encourage more grounding for you, and play with it and have fun with it. And for me, I was a little resistant to grounding because I was having so much fun up here. I was just having a great time with spirit. I didn't want to come down. And I kind of felt like if I grounded in, I'd lose my high, so to speak, from spirit. And it's different for sure. But the satisfaction that you get from grounding in that incredible connection to spirit is really good. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. So that's my message for you. It's I can really feel you just opening up to spirit and doing really, really just tremendous work on the spirit front in your heart and your upper chakras. Continue to work on grounding it. Find your technique. Find what works for you. And that's going to be a game changer. That's when you're truly going to be able to open up and be of service. And I actually saw a very strong image of you in a room with candles, and there's a lot of ceremony and ritual. Ceremony and ritual is going to help you ground in. Okay, get into your rituals. Get very committed to your rituals, lighting candles, burning incense, whatever it is. Even if it's candle magic, incantations, whatever it is, it's a ritual for you. That's going to help you ground in, and that's ultimately going to parlay into how you're able to work with other people, how spirit is able to use you to work with other people. All right, darling. So doing amazing. Okay, the card that flew out is the Six of Swords, and that feels like that's enough. I feel like there may be resistance to what I'm saying here, resistance to grounding. Perhaps you're like me, and you're I don't want to come down. I'm having a great time. I don't want to lose this. So just work on, if that's coming up for you, if there's any difficulty with like kind of your belief set and what you think is going to happen when you ground in, work on your mindset around that, your thought process about that, because I'm telling you, it's a really great thing when you ground in spirit like that. Very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
There's definitely some old thought processes that need to be released. I'm just looking at these cards. I see her start to trance channeling, which is very good. This is going to lead to a bunch of other abilities starting to open up. But the key is that, as Ingrid said, is grounding. It's like looking at a battery, positive and negative. You have to plug into both sides of it. So the ground is one side of it, and the higher realms or source is the other side of it. You're forming a direct circuit, my guides are saying. They're saying that you can talk to Edgar Casey. So you might want to talk to Edgar Casey. I'm sure you know who that is, Ada. The most renowned trance channels of all time. He's dead, but you can talk to him. He's in spirit, he's saying. My guides are saying he will talk to you. Yeah, every journey starts with a single step. He is the master trance channel, though, and shock of the new. Yeah, so go try to talk to Edgar Casey. It's not as hard as they're saying that we think it is. Many people talk to him. My guides are saying he will help you. He does that for a lot of people without people knowing it. Sometimes they're saying, but sometimes they know. It's been a while since he's come through for other people, a couple of years. But he's saying he's willing to work with you. But let me do some energy work for you. But you definitely have to ground it, as do I. And now, Akashi. Is there anything that's needed? Light. There. Boom. Thank you, Ada, for being here.
Thank you, Ada.
Lisa, yes, there's still availability. I just couldn't answer you in the middle of the reading. Let me see what we got up next. Next up, we have Carrie Downing.
Hi, Carrie. Okay. Oh, hang on. Oh, all right. I close my eyes and I'm seeing like fabric with sequins, colored. I'm seeing this sort of drape, like a blanket maybe. It's like a drape, maybe a curtain. And there's these different color sequin patterns, like an upside down rainbow that I'm seeing. And the feel it has is very kind of like 1920s flapper. And I'm seeing it in the word I want to use is ballroom, but that's not the right word, but like somewhere where you throw a party, and I'm getting this interested, this like kind of piano music I'm getting. It feels like very sort of jazzy, it feels sort of 1920s era, flapper era. And it feels very, it feels special. And as I'm tapping into this, I feel like what I'm getting, I might be getting past life stuff. Let me feel into this a little deeper. I feel like when I get past life stuff for people, it's usually because you need to pull something from that experience and bring it into this life. And what you need to pull from that is that feeling of specialness, of newness, of like excitement of a party, like excitement of going to a party and going out dancing and having fun, just fun. Like Spirit is saying, have fun. My crown chakra is tingling. So I feel like I'm pulling it through from Spirit. So, there was a lifetime you spent where you were just like a party girl. you know, in the 20s, right? You were a party girl in the 20s. You had a great time. You were exuberant and laughing and flirtatious, and the spirit is asking you to bring more of that into your current experience. We can always tap into other lifetimes because they're all happening at the same time. It's like we're just reaching over to another bubble and grabbing some of that experience and apply it to this lifetime, because that's what you need right now. You need more fun. You need more play. You need to get out. You need to get out and socialize. You need to get out and I don't ever advocate drinking or, you know, drugs or anything, but like, you know, get into that kind of mode where you're relaxed and you're having fun. And if you want to have a glass of wine, then have a glass of wine, you know, or whatever it is. But you don't need to go overboard, but just get out and loosen up. Spirit saying, loosen up and have some fun. And you can pull from this lifetime and have this experience, give yourself this experience. And you're going to find that that really helps you get over a lip that you're working on right now. I feel like you're needing to, you need to kind of get through some heaviness, and this is going to help you. Getting out, playing, socializing, flirting, going to a party, dancing, any of that is going to help you right now. You're going to feel so much better if you let yourself do that. So pull from that lifetime. Let me pull some cards for you. Son of Wands, Eight of Cups, the Empress. Okay, you're moving away from some heaviness, or trying to move through some heaviness to get through to the other side and get into like this burst of energy, this newness. Like you can sense the newness of your life. There's something new. There's a new phase of your life that's coming, and you're just trying to get over this hump, and getting out and playing and going to a party is going to really, really help that, because you're intuitively correct. There's ease and there's comfort and there's abundance on the other side of this, lip. Okay. So get about the business of having yourself some fun so that you can move into the next phase of your life, a better phase of your life for you. All right, Thomas. Okay. Oh, my stomach's growling.
Sacral chakra. I see it says we are moving. Yes. So you obviously are married. You have a boyfriend or something like that. As a male, if this was a client situation, I could say exactly what I wanted to say. Dip more into your sensuality. I guess I can say that. That's what I'm hearing. Dip more into that. Sacral chakra, emotions, passion. It goes back to that lifetime too. A couple others. Tapping back into that passion of life and the passion of self and enjoying who you are. You follow me. There's also you need to look up the spiritual significance of the cheetah. That's one of your totem animals right now. And the rabbit. There is a natural, this may sound crazy, but you need to look up what these animals are, because they're spirit animals. They're working with you at this time. The cheetah, and what was the other one I said, Ingrid?
Oh, it went away. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Rabbit. You said rabbit.
Cheetah and rabbit.
Yeah.
It's like slow and fast. It's two directions that you're going in at once, which, whatever, makes sense to me. So also looking at what it is you want to manifest into your life, they're saying. What it is you want to move into your awareness. But this is going to take, as Ingrid said, you having some fun with this. Everything doesn't have to be like a textbook, my guides are saying. It doesn't have to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You can have some fun with this. We were children, we should be children again, they're saying. Let me tap into some healing here now. One ray, north, south, east, west, connect. There. Say I accept in your mind. like that. There we go. Central ray. Angels. Thank you. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, dear, for being here. Let me double check. We still have openings, guys. Let's see who is next. We have Catherine or Kadri. Catherine, where are you at? Please comment, dear.
Okay. Catherine. All right, I'm feeling fatigue. I'm feeling maybe a touch of depression, real heaviness in the body, Just feels like every step is a weight. It just feels like every step is a heavy weight. Like every step is a big ball and chain that you're carrying. Feels very heavy right now. I feel like I have a headache. Like it just feels like a lot going on energetically in your body. You got to find a way to lighten the load. You take on the energies of people around you in a profound capacity that's not healthy. The way that that's meant to work is you're meant to experience the energy of the people around you and then let it go, let it move through you, because you're like, oh, my ears are ringing. You're an incredible antenna for the energies around you, but you keep holding on to it, unconsciously holding on to it. And I just see this kind of big bulbous form that's just trying to move it. It's so heavy. So almost all of this energy that you're carrying, like if you're feeling depressed or heaviness or down, it's not yours. So much of it is not yours. A really simple trick to help remove that energy is to just ask yourself, how much of this is mine, and give it a percentage. And whatever percentage that is not yours, you can let it go, because you're only hanging on to it because you're mistaking it for your energy, but it's not your energy. You have to learn how to let go. Spiritual hygiene, energetic hygiene is going to be really important for you, because you are so sensitive and you're such a magnet, because you're a healer. You're a natural healer. You're one of the great healers. And so it's your greatest diagnostic tool, being able to pick up all that energy and experience and feel all that energy. But it's not helpful for you right now. Also, energy clearing, regular energy clearing would be really good for you if you find an energy healer or even a really good masseuse who's very like intuitive and just kind of is able to clear that out. That's going to be really key for you. You're always going to have to stay on top of your hygiene. It's just the way it is. That's just your experience. You have to stay on top of your hygiene more than most people, because it gets very heavy, and you do not need to be experiencing this heaviness, this density, which is manifesting itself in depression and low moods and low thinking, headaches, physical pain. I got some back pain that I'm feeling, that I feel like is part of this energy that you're hanging on to. Be very conscious and careful about your relationships that you enter into, especially where there's a sexual dynamic, because you pick up so much, and you don't just pick up that person's energy, you pick up all their energy that that they've been hanging around with. So be very choosy with your partners, choosy with your friends, choosy with people who you're hanging around with. You're always going to pick up energy, but you want to try and hang around with people who have the lightest, most high vibration that you can choose, because you're going to pick up a lot less from them. And it's going to help remind you to keep your energy high and to keep your energy clean, so that you can be a match for those people. So be very conscious about the people that you're spending time with, that you're physically spending time with. And if you need to spend less time with some people, don't feel guilty about it. You can love people from afar. People are where they are, and you are where you are, and you just got to really work on cleaning up that energy, because you can't be carrying that stuff around. It's not doing you any good. It's not doing anybody else any good either. Okay, let's pull some cards. Oh yeah, once you let this go, boom, you're gonna be like buoyant. You're gonna bounce into the fullest expression of you. Your mood is going to improve. Your confidence is going to improve. Your abundance is going to improve. Everything is going to improve when you let go of this energy, when you really get that hygiene in place, and you really let go of the stuff that you're carrying, it's really you're gonna be buoyant. You're gonna be amazed at how light you feel, honey. You deserve this. There's nothing wrong with letting this go. You do not have any obligation to carry the weight of other people's misery and pain. You just don't. You're always gonna feel it, but you have to get rid of it right away. You have to let it go right away.
There is a trick. Kathleen, you can put it into a crystal. It's something I've noticed a lot with working with different crystals. So you can put stuff in a crystal, and then you can bury the crystal in the ground, and eventually it'll clear the crystal out. But if you're picking up too much energy, what my guides are showing me is you carrying around a crystal that you can actually grab onto and put the energy into the crystal. You're still going to have to do the spiritual hygiene. That's important. Salt is very important, they're saying. There's other stuff like walnut baths, but that's a little earth magic-y, witchy stuff, but it still works. But definitely salt baths, I'm hearing. That's going to help clear out your field. And I don't know if you're a water sign. I don't know where water's at in your birth chart, but I'm seeing water. So also the emotions that because you're picking up a shit ton of emotions. Okay. You got to get near water, running water, whether it's like even a reservoir water that's crappy, it'll still release emotions. Water will release emotions. So finding something, they're saying like maybe once a week, go out to the park, get near a river, sit down, and the water will naturally, you don't have to be in the water. You just have to be near the water. It's going to pull the emotions off of you. Oh, okay. That's crazy. Okay, so you're a Virgo. Sorry, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm seeing something that makes no sense to me. You were a shaman, and like where is this? The original shamans came from, like Nordic something. It's Siberia. Thank you, Siberia. You have some connections with them. It's your ancestor spirits. Shamanicism. So it's that whole healing thing they're saying. They're putting this in your path so you better understand how to navigate these energies. I do agree with Ingrid with if there's anybody you're being intimate with, you need to be very careful with this. You can absorb way too much of their energy. They can absorb way too much of your light. They need to kind of balance with you. And it's important for you to remember that you're like a light bulb and you don't need to be drained.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to pick and choose wisely or something. Oh, okay. A lot of people in the spiritual scene are bullshit. They want me to say that out loud. They talk a good game. When it comes down to actually doing the work, just saying. Me and Ingrid been in this a long time. Knows what I'm talking about.
It's true.
Yeah. So I'm telling you that in relation to men.
And my whole body just went, yup.
Yeah, because I've seen it quite a bit.
Man.
I try to have conversations with them sometimes. I have plenty of friends, men that are psychic friends, but some of them people I've tried to talk to, I'm like, oh, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes they want to claim this and that so they can get in your pants. That's what they want me to say. Isn't that correct?
There's a term for that. I can't say it on live video.
Okay. Called an F-boy?
That's the one.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so be very cognizant of that, my guides are saying.
Can I add something to that? Yeah. Is it, and this doesn't just go for men, but like people in general. You know, Thomas, you said that there are a lot of people who talk a good line and who, you know, come across as very like spiritually aware and enlightened and what have you, but they're not actually doing the work. It only goes so far down. That doesn't mean that people are not gifted psychically, intuitively. People can be very gifted psychically, intuitively, but if they're not, you said something earlier about we're not masters, you know, like, but what we do is we are very constantly digging deeper and exploring deeper and calling ourselves out on our BS and surrounding ourselves with people who call us out on our BS. And it's like those are the people you want to look for. The people who are really committed to, they understand that self-mastery is not attainable in this human form, but they're going after it anyway. And so they're constantly growing and expanding and looking at their own side and not projecting projectile vomiting their BS onto you.
I 100% agree. This is taking PayPal. Yeah, but that's the key, is that you need people that have your back and that you can trust.
Yes.
And you'll figure that out as you go along. I'm very stringent about who I will work with, who I will talk to. Very, very stringent about these things. And there's a reason why, because I've been burned by people, and I won't ever let that happen again. So anyways, yeah, so just be careful of that. Oh, and energy. I'll just do that real fast. Ooh. Third eye, clear. No lenses removed, please. Recalibrate light. Crown chakra, heart chakra, third eye. Throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, roof. What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, understood. Moving on. Thank you, dear, for being here. And next up we have, let me check. I believe it's Lisa. Lisa A. White Cell. We still have openings, guys. This will be our last reading if no one else donates.
All right. Hi, Lisa. Okay, so what keeps pulling my attention is the fact that my stomach is growling and I need to eat something after this. But the fact that it's pulling into my attention, Spirit is bringing my attention to this. Spirit is saying that you need sustenance, my darling. Not so much physical sustenance. I feel like you need emotional sustenance. You need to be met emotionally. And you haven't been met emotionally. You've been settling for crumbs is what I'm getting, absolute crumbs. And you've just reached the end of your own reserves. You don't have anything left to give, anything left to pull out, even anything left to give to yourself, because you're not getting met emotionally. And I feel like this is a partner. This feels like this is in relation to the masculine. So I'm going to say that it probably has to do with a romantic partner or an important masculine energy in your life. You're not getting met emotionally. So that has to change. That has to change. And when you make a commitment to that changing, the other person in your life is either going to vibe up to meet you and provide what you need, or they're going to vibe out and open up space for the masculine energy to come in and provide you what you need. You are a deeply feminine creature, and the feminine creature requires that sustenance from the masculine. You need that. It's an energetic requirement for you, right? It's not an energetic requirement for everybody, but it is for you. So you need to own that and acknowledge that and accept that and love that about yourself, and then demand nothing less than total emotional meeting. Like you have to be emotionally met by the other person, by the person in your life, the masculine energy in your life. That is so important for you, honey. Please do not continue to compromise that need of yours. It's a sustenance. You need it like you need food and water. Okay? All right, let me pull some cards for you. The moon. Yes, you're so nurturing. Yeah. Yeah, ooh, we're getting a lot from that card. The Hermit. You're trying not to need it. You're trying to balance, trying to just let it unfold, to just let it, let it happen naturally. But you have to stop doubting yourself. Own the fact, own what you need. Own what you need it. Own it with gusto, because it's available for you. But you can't hide from it. You can't pretend like you don't need it. You can't just continue to try and make things work when they are absolutely not working because you're not getting your emotional needs met. You've got to give yourself the gift of opening up space for that, of demanding that from the person that you're with. That's the message that I'm getting for you today. Over to you, Thomas.
Oh God, you guys are being ruthless today. Lisa, make sure you use can I say this? Yeah, okay, fine. I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm sure people watching can believe I'm saying it though. Make sure you use protection. You need to get laid. My guides are saying. I saw your comment. It's important. You need that masculine energy. You need that. Use protection, use your discernment, all that jive. But you need to get out there, they're saying. You need to attend some events, network with some people, network with other people who are spiritually inclined. This is going to open up some kind of partnership for you, opening up something spiritual. Maybe it won't be spiritual. Maybe you'll be inclined more towards the spiritual, I'm hearing. But you need to network with other spiritual people. There's a message there. And what I'm seeing is there's actually people that are looking to invest into something. I don't know what it is yet. It's not for me to know, they're saying. But it's for you to find out. But you got to get out of that fucking house, my guys are saying. And get out like around people. Like go on Facebook, find a group in your city or bigger city. Or meetup.com or any of these places. Even Savannah has a group of 800 people. They have meetups all the time. I don't even like resonate with some of them. I just go anyways because they're entertaining to me. I go to pagan meetups. I'm not pagan. Whatever. I don't care. It's just a play. You got to meet people. You got to network. Not saying anyone's beliefs are wrong or right. I could give a shit. But the point is that you got to network. And yeah, you got to stop being a hermit, Lisa, as I can see the comments. You got to the guys saying stop it. What are you so afraid of? What are you so afraid of? Sorry, I'm looking at this dragon over here. What are you so afraid of? That's what they want me to do. Like this. What are you so afraid of? What's the worst that could happen? Nothing. So just go out and meet some people. Healing and hiding, it's not going to work anymore. They're going to push you one way or the other. They're going to push you out one way or the other. You might as well go the easy way and not the hard way. Trust me.
You might as well.
Because the hard way is not going to be as pleasant as you want it to be. Yeah. So get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get outside. And with that, let me do some energy work for you there. And this card, rest yourself. See all those animals, these are all the energies available to you. But you got to get out and see this is possible. This is key. You need to see it's possible. A bit more energy too. You just left the narcissistic too. So, well, you know what? I've gone out with narcissists. I'm sure Ingrid has too. You know, this life, we move on to better things.
We do.
And go find a new honey, I'm hearing.
You know, the thing about the narcissistic relationship is, boy, I tell you, you'll learn. I think we only do that once.
Yeah.
It teaches us incredible discernment, which you need.
Yeah, I've probably done it more than once.
Because you're an overachiever.
I didn't learn my lesson the first time. We have one more person up, and then we're closing shop. It is Soul Treats.
Soul Treats. Okay, my sweet. Okay, so my body is wanting to stretch, which I love that. It's anytime I do that, like when I come out of meditation, I start stretching and like cracking my back. It's like I know that I'm popping through and releasing some energy. I'm releasing stuck energy that doesn't need to be there anymore. And it's completely gone. It might be a little bit or it might be a lot, but what's great about this is that energy is completely gone from your body. The journey to self-mastery and healing and becoming the best version of ourselves available in every moment is letting go of the BS, letting go of what is like been caked on, what conditioning and beliefs and mindsets have been caked onto us that we are holding on to and believing is who we are and what we really think and what we really believe. And you're letting that go. I can feel you just moving that out of you, moving that off of you. And it's crackling off. It feels really, really good. So you continue to be in a place of growth and expansion. And it's getting exciting is what I'm hearing. It's getting close. It's getting exciting, and enjoy this, because this is that phase during the cyclical expansion that we're always doing. This is that phase that's really yummy, where you have done the hard work of, you know, going into your nonsense and peeling it back, and it's coming off, and you're really reaping the rewards of that inner work that you're done. And we're all reaping the rewards as well. So that is just wonderful. Father of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the World, the Judgment card. You have the vision. You know the pathway there. You understand that this is a whole ecosystem. This is a process. You see it clearly. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about money. Yeah, it's going to be maybe a little slower in coming than you want it to, but don't focus on money. Focus on reach. Don't focus on money. Focus on vision. You got this. You're doing amazing.
Okay, here we go. Soul treats. I want you to look at this card. Power of attraction. Man and woman forming an alliance sooner than you think. They don't want me. They want me to say it. I don't want to say it. Okay, so this is going to happen inevitably, but it's bringing this energy into form. It's just part of it. It's part of what's already going to happen anyways. You already know this. They're saying, why does Thomas have to tell you what you already know? But the point is that you are the queen here. Even though you prefer to be in the background, which is that, they don't even care about the big, bold vision. They just care about the queen. Queens don't have to rule from the front. They can rule from the back, if that's what they so choose. But once you get that stuff and the reach that Ingrid's talking about and the things that start falling into place and the emotional fortitude, they want me to say that? Whatever that means to you. Then another pathway is going to open. And this pathway will be you and a few others, but I think it's going to be more centered around you. On some level, I feel like inevitably you have to be seen, even though you don't like that. But you're gonna have to be.
I agree.
You know, people like me love being seen, but even I hate it sometimes. But I that's my job, man. As me and Ingrid were talking about, can I talk about what you said earlier, Ingrid?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going out, some guys hooting and hollering at her. About her energy, and they do all that crap to me too. But that's okay. They're gonna see us, man, regardless of the light. They're just gonna see us, my guides are saying. It's gonna be undeniable. What I'm seeing is, and you haven't seen this, Ingrid, I don't know if you've ever seen the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
But in season 2, Klaus has started a cult. If you remember this.
I don't think I got that far.
It's a cult in the 1960s. And not saying you're going to start a cult, soul treats, but I'm saying that all these people are just going to start coming in like wildfire. They're going to see a vibration or an energy and just start being pulled towards it. That's where things are going to get interesting, my guys are saying. How we deal with that. You know, that's life. It's humans. And what about energy, Mr. Dragon? Oh, plant energy. That's a new one. Okay. Tap me into plant energy now. And break those vines. It's green. Okay. There you go. Golden ray. Yeah. Oh, diamond ray. Purple ray. Blue ray. Yeah. Okay. Blue ray. Rainbow ray. Thank you. That works better. Whew. Okay. Got it. Let me check PayPal real quick. This is taking a second to load this wonderful connection I have. Oh, Lord, we got another person.
Oh, boy. I might need to plug myself in.
Okay. We can do one more. That's all we can handle.
I know. This is a lot, guys.
Yeah, this is a lot.
We love it, but
Amber Agoristos.
Amber. Okay.
Hold on. Let me start.
Okay, you start. Try and plug in.
Amber, I'm going to do some energy work on you. You've been saying some weird shit, my guides say. Say I accept, Amber. I'll explain afterwards. Tap me into the frequency of the Elohim. And Nebraska. And release. Close portal. Light. Recalibrate light structure. Heart chakra. Remove cords. Recalibrate. Bring in light. Bring in more light. All around the whole body. Close that portal over there. And tap into the heart chakra, sacral chakra, throat chakra, solar plexus, root, crown, clear third eye to start moving on. And blast light. And repair any damage to the auric field. Derek, you need to stop fucking. I don't know if you're watching horror movies or some shit, but you need to stop watching that shit. They're saying you're not Thomas.
Or like serial killer documentaries, that kind of thing. That not good vibes.
Yeah, I don't even watch that shit. But yeah, he's saying you need to stop looking at the negative things. It's bothering you. And it would be very good for you to get a cactus. I don't know why, but plants like this beautiful plant I have up here over there, they absorb energy like they do CO2 or oxygen, CO2 to oxygen, whatever. They absorb energy and they make it pure. But I'm getting a cactus. I keep seeing a cactus. Maybe Ingrid's guides know more about what I'm talking about. I don't know.
Well, are you complete?
Yeah.
Can I dive in? Okay. I am feeling a lot of stuck energy in your sacral. And this has to do with your creative self-expression. I'm feeling a block in the throat. You have to express yourself creatively. You have to. It's like life force for you. If you don't, you become very uncomfortable. Feeling into the cactus energy. There's a lesson for you there with cactus. You could like look up the cactus and see what it's about, see what the symbolism is. Look at the biology of the cactus. Is that the right word? And understand it better, because there's some lessons and learning in there for you about you. But I feel like you don't express yourself creatively because there's this energy of like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? But the point is not out here. The point is in here for you. You just have to keep putting it out. You have to keep expressing yourself creatively and find some artistry that you love. You probably have something that you love to do in your childhood, whether it was draw or paint or write or something like that. Some art, finger painting, I don't care what it is. Find some artistry so that you can express your creative energy, and you will become such a happier person. Like that negativity will just melt away if you can express that creativity consistently. You should be carving out time every day to be in a creative space. Don't push down or disregard your creativity anymore, because it is life force energy to you. It is vital to your existence for you to express yourself creatively. And you're going to find, if you just keep doing it for the sake of doing it, for the sake of creativity, because it is like breath to you, then you're going to find that your artistry gets noticed. People are going to start to notice, and that's going to feel really good too. And it'll slowly build from there. I got the 8 of Cups, the Father of Cups. So look at all this cups energy, right? That's creativity right there, and emotional well-being. And then we have the 7 of Swords, honey. And it's just, I just keep like, what's the point? Why should I put myself out there? I feel like you've probably been hurt, or somebody's criticized you. It's like criticism has come for you when you put yourself out there creatively, but you just have to push through that, because you know what? People are a terrible judge of of art. That's been proven throughout history, right? I mean, how many of the greatest writers of all time have been rejected time and again by these big publishing houses? You know, that's my go-to example right there. To hell with what other people are saying. Create, because you are an artist and you live and breathe creativity. And your life is going to improve exponentially. Your mindset is going to improve exponentially, and your energy is going to improve exponentially.
Yeah. Thank you, dear. And I think we are complete.
We are.
You can find me at ThomasSawyer.com, as Michael keeps putting into the feed. And Michael Sanchez is my moderator on TikTok as well.
Right on.
What I got. Yeah.
Right. And you can find me at IngridTurner.com.
Yes.
Come check it out.
So that is
and
it.
if we're not connected here on Facebook, please feel free to send me a friend request or follow my page, or both.
Yes. And yeah, we are complete. So thank you all for being here. We will be here next Tuesday.
Thank you, Thomas.
See
you next week.
We'll be here next Tuesday. Peace, everybody.